Good morning, Life Church. We're looking at Psalm 89 this morning, and when I look at Psalm 89, it feels like there's a problem because in the middle of the psalm, it seems to me that the psalmist lays out all of the promises of God to his people and to David, and then we see that those promises aren't fulfilled. That the psalmist is in a place where it feels like God has forgotten his people, and he's forgotten his promise to David to always have someone of David's line on the throne, this eternal throne. And the psalmist is bringing that to God's attention. But the psalmist ends with the words, "Praise be to the Lord forever, amen and amen." And I think that last phrase, he is able to pray even in the light of disappointment, because he starts in the right place. He starts in a place that recognizes that God is the final authority, that God is awesome, that God is the ruler. He's the ultimate decision maker. In the first verse, it says, "I will sing of the Lord's great love forever." I've always interpreted that as it would be me singing forever, but actually I think it's talking about singing about the Lord's forever love. And that word love comes from, is translated from a word chesed, which is translated in all sorts of different ways in the Old Testament. From love, great love, steadfast love, loving kindness, devotion, favour, mercy, goodness, loyalty. And the breadth of those translations give us an idea of the breadth of God's love. And the fact that it's forever. In that word forever, I think there's an echo for me when I read the New Testament and I read Romans, and it talks about nothing can separate us from the love of God, because it's forever and it's for us and he's for us. And that's the place that the psalmist starts, which means that even in the circumstances that he doesn't understand, he's able to leave this psalm, this prayer, in peace. He doesn't see the whole picture that God does. Actually, we look back now and we know that there's a king on David's throne, a king of David's line, and he's there forever. And that's our King Jesus.